What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Thursday night on a game week, which means I've got the most important video you'll watch all week coming to you tonight. It's what to expect. You got Tennessee on the road, Knoxville, Tennessee, Neyland Stadium. Going to be a loud environment at 3:30 on CBS. An offense that is averaging 41 points over their last 5 games in the SEC, and they aren't playing any slouches. There are 3 ranked opponents in that stretch of football games, and they're playing well, okay? Josh Heupel's got this football team to 5-4. They just won a big road game against a pretty good Kentucky team, though Kentucky's licking their wounds at this point. I mean, they've been decimated after playing Georgia, which most teams have at this point in the year. A lot of Georgia fans have been, kind of racking their brain about this offense. What's it do, right? It's unlike pretty much anything you see in the SEC apart from maybe Mike Leach, but even Leach has stepped away from some of this radicalism when it comes to pace of play. This is the fastest offense you will watch all season. They play with pace for a variety of reasons. They play with spacing for a variety of reasons, and I'm excited to show it to you tonight. I'm here to tell you, we talked about it on NBR last night. This team will score points Saturday. How many, I don't know. But they get so many opportunities at the football. They get so many cracks. They run so many plays. And their defense gets off the field, whether it be a quick strike or a long drop. The defense gives up so many points. And the offense is on the field so often. They're going to put up points. It's a matter of how many. I'm in that range right now after watching a bunch of film of 17 to 21. That's kind of where I think they're going to be, which for Georgia this year on the defensive side of the football has been a bad day at the office, right? Shout out to the veterans. Happy Veterans Day to all you guys. I know we got a bunch of those, men and women that have served our country in and around our content and in and around our community. We appreciate those guys and gals for their service and their sacrifice for this country. All right, without further ado, let's shut up and let's grind this here tape. All right, we are going to be watching, as most opportunities every time I get a chance to watch Alabama or a team play Alabama that Georgia's got coming up as I look for everything, including my keyboard. Every time I get an opportunity to watch a team that Georgia's playing go against Alabama's defense, I choose to do so. They're a 4-2-5 nickel-based defense. They play a lot of man coverage, a lot of zone matching, a lot of same principles, single high defense, right? So anytime I get a chance to watch it, by God, I'm going to watch it. Here's what I want you to notice, okay, when it comes to this Tennessee offense. They're going to do some different things, including playing offensive tackle at H-back and have him wear number 11. That's a 6'5", 300-pound guy that you can't find on the roster because, well, he's wearing 10 and he's got double knee braces on. Here's a clue, okay, a dead giveaway. Anytime a really large human being comes onto the field, I don't care what position he's playing. If that joker is in double knee braces, he is a blocking tight end. He is a blocker, okay? He is a converted offensive lineman that they want to do a fancy, 6-man offensive line with. Now, here's the whole purpose of this offense. Watch him from the wide. Look how wide and spread out everything is, okay? Look at this. We got a guy at the top all the way outside the numbers, right? In man-to-man coverage, or what looks to be man-to-man coverage. Got another guy down at the bottom all the way outside the numbers. And then you got a guy just about 2 yards inside the numbers, right? 6 offensive linemen in the box, a quarterback that can run, okay? A QB that can run, and a running back right next to him, right? Everything's spread out. Okay, they got 8 guys basically in between the hashes, okay? And because everything's spread out, now Alabama only has 6 guys in the box. Tennessee has 8, okay? And 2 threats to run the football. So the space creates numbers. So what you end up having to do is you got to spread out and you got to create pressure with your star position, right? Watch Malachi Moore on this play. Watch him. Crashes hard. Okay, crashes hard, sets the edge, turns that ball back inside. Alabama closes gaps, shrinks space, doesn't allow much movement to be created at the point of the attack, and stops it for about 3 yards, right? But here's the next play, okay? The very next play, what's he do? Okay, he makes a minor adjustment. He saw on the first rep of the game, Malachi Moore crashing like a you-know-what. So what's he do? He gets in the same formation, albeit changed just slightly, right? Moves his best, or his jitterbug wide receiver, his fastest guy right here, number 1, into a stacked set and throws what we call the now screen, right? Off the run action with big number 10, right? And they line back up on the ball and run it immediately. That's a great job by Tennessee's offensive coordinating staff up in the box, both up in the box and on the field, right? You see that star position crashing, you make a minor adjustment out of no huddle, and you get a big 8-yard gain. We get into a 3rd and short. An advantageous position, right? So they're playing fast while also adapting quickly, 1 play to 2, to start the football game against Alabama. Let's go to play 4. This is play 4, okay? Right after that, now he bunches you, okay? He's been spreading you out first 2 plays of the game. 3rd play, I can't remember what they do. 4th play of the game, after they get a first down, right, they come to a bunch set. Why are they in a bunch sets? Probably for a purpose. They motion the back, okay, pre-snap, and get him out of the box. Meanwhile, they have one of their wide receivers right here, Cedric Tillman, who is 6'3", 215 pounds, bigger than a lot of tight ends in college football. Oh, and they have their tight end, who's about 6'4", 225, right there behind Tillman. And what are they going to do? They're going to motion the back, throw a swing pass to him, and use all this space. Alabama's got all 11 players inside from the middle of the field to the left hash, okay, to the left sideline. And now we're going to use pre-snap motion to get an advantage and outflank this entire defense from Alabama. Boom. You get a tight end on a safety. Tillman does his job against the nickel corner, and they're off, okay? They're outside the box, they're stretching, and they're running. Meanwhile, they're running a play every 12 seconds. Every 12 seconds, smacking you right in the mouth quickly, okay? Look how fast they get up off the ball. That's another point of emphasis, right, in these offenses. Watch 2. As soon as he's tackled, boom, pops right back up. He's running to the referee to give him the ball. The referee to give him the ball, okay? Play 5. This is what Bama did all night, though. This is why they held him to 62 yards rushing. Look at this offensive line. Look at this. Will Anderson stuffing the tight end, okay? We got an interior guy in here taking 2 guys and owning Cooper Mays, who we're going to talk a lot about tonight. And we got a linebacker plug in front side B gap, okay? There is nowhere to run. Watch it from the tight. They stuffed these jokers and put them in 3rd and longs, 2nd and longs all night long, and Tennessee still managed to score 24 points. Okay, so here's what happens, guys. When you're a center in an offensive line against an odd front defense, again, there's a reason we watch Alabama every opportunity we get. This will be 99. This will be 44, okay? Actually, yeah, that'll be 44. This will be 4, and this will be a combination of 95 and 88, okay? That's exactly how Georgia lines up, 17-7, okay? Just like that. Now, the problem is when you got a nose tackle, okay, and you're trying to run inside zone to combo to the front side Mike, right, and you're trying to tray to the backside inside linebacker, okay, when you're trying to do this, if you don't get movement on this nose as you're trying to outblock this way, if you don't get movement on this nose and allow this center to bump off, guess what happens? The linebacker, in this case Henry To'oTo'o, is sitting his butt in front side A gap because your center's getting stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. So now imagine this being 99. You follow me? That's the line of thinking when you're watching tape like this. You're thinking, okay, they can't get off the nose. They can't get to the linebacker against someone who's not Jordan Davis. Granted, it's Alabama. They're still a really good football team, but it's not Jordan Davis. This is a really special play from 5. I labeled one of my important keys to beating or scoring against Georgia's defense is to have a quarterback that can do some special things. Okay, right here on 3rd and long, they roll him out. They reverse him out, and they're just running a simple play-action concept, right? It looks like they're trying to take the corner right here, and they got an arrow route. But everything's thrown off. Nobody's really open. So Hooker's ended up scrambling, and he gets rid of the ball at the last second and takes an absolute lick from Malachi Moore and delivers this ball. They get another explosive ball at midfield now. Watch it from the tight, and you can see just how physical this football play was. This is a tough, athletic kid playing quarterback, okay? This guy is not scared. He is going to play hard. He's going to run around, and he's going to try to make plays all night long. Okay, let's go to 8. Look at the spacing, guys. Look at the spacing. Look at that, okay? Now, they picked on this joker all night long. This is number 3 from Alabama. So if if Georgia happens to see Alabama, the SEC championship game, remember this footage. They ate 3 alive all night. They hunted him and hunted him and hunted him, and they ate all night long. But you see the spacing, right? You got these two wide receivers up at the top of the screen hanging out. Watch what they do, first of all. We're going to watch the rep. Here's what they do. This offense plays so fast that they design, sorry, wrong play. We'll talk about it later. They design plays off for half the field. I'll show you a couple looks of it later. But this is Cedric Tillman right here, number 4 in the slot, and they're going straight up slot go against the safety. So this would be most likely Chris Smith, I would imagine, and Lewis Seen playing the backside. He wears 16, okay? So they throw it vertically on 1st and 10. They're taking a deep shot right here. It's actually 2nd and 10 midfield, okay? Tillman can high point the football, guys. He's 6'3". Again, man, long reach, athletic guy, and he's running by Alabama defenders. Kirby Smart said in his press conference this week, these guys are running past players that we know are fast. We know those guys over there can run, and they're running right by him. Let's get a 9. Not a bad concept here. All they're trying to do is sneak. They're trying to run fake tunnel screen. We called this Fox in high school. Fake the tunnel screen, fake like you're going to block the corner, slip him, right? This is the Devontae Smith play in the red zone against Georgia last year where Eric Stokes, I believe, got called for pass interference, right? Getting kind of baited right there. The only problem is there are signs on tape of this offense not really running at 100% efficiency in terms of executing the assignment, rather. Watch this. Tight end doesn't really sell unzipping his feet and pretending to block this corner, right? He kind of just runs by him the whole time. So nobody really bites on it, okay? He never unzips his feet. He never breaks down. He doesn't sell anything. Now, let's watch the quarterback. That's not much of a pump fake there, Chief, right? That's not much of a pump fake right there, okay? There are things in this offense where you can tell, okay, they just don't have everything cleaned up just yet, right? They're new. They're only 9 months, 10 months into this offense. These are things that will settle as Heupel settles in up there at Tennessee. We got low energy from Dicko over here. Low energy. He's killing my vibe right now. Killing my vibe. He's not even fighting it. Not even fighting it. All right. I like this. I call this yo-yo counter. Just made it up pre-show, okay? Normal counter, right? Normal counter, you will pull and kick the guard, and you will pull the backside tackle and wrap, right? For the front side inside linebacker, okay? They run what I call yo-yo tray counter. They are going to post-snap motion, or action rather. It's not motion. Post-snap action, tight end, like he's running split zone, right? Like he's going to block the backside in. And then he's going to reverse back out, and he's going to become the wrapper. Watch this. I thought this was really interesting on tape. They run it a lot, okay? It's something that I haven't really seen. Again, I call it yo-yo tray counter. I don't know what everybody else calls it, but look at the creases it creates, right? Look at the natural creases it creates, and also watch what the action does to the linebackers. They are paused and stuck where they're at because they're taught to read through what? They're taught to read through guards and then cross-read the H-back in this situation, right? Read through the front side guard and then check the backside H-back. Well, he's getting cross motion halfway through the snap, right? He's getting, well, the H-back's coming to me, but the guard's leaving. So what do? You got no other choice but to sit there and hesitate, right? No other choice but to sit there and hesitate. But if you stuff the down blocks, none of this motion matters, okay? If you stuff the down blocks and the backside blocks, none of this stuff matters. Oh, I meant to point this out earlier. Hey, watch this guy. Watch this guy. This is Cooper Mays, and sir, it's going to be a long night. Okay, it's going to be a really long night. Now look, I know the back is in what we call scan protection, but when your back has to scan back to your nose tackle, that ain't good. I heard some people talk about how the running backs from Tennessee, they're not very good pass blockers. I call false. I call a guy right here, number 8, who is on a high alert. How do you go all the way from scanning to space on your right, fully turned, to flipped back around and protecting a quarterback hit? That's pretty daggum impressive. That's that ball from Tillman. What did we talk about when we looked at Kentucky, right? We talked about how great coordinators attack space. They don't necessarily attack a matchup, right? You can attack matchups all day, but ideally we want to combine the two, right? A matchup that we like also with the combination of space, right? We like the matchup of our best receiver and our fastest guy versus their safety in off coverage. We also really like space. The field is really, really open right here. It's extremely open right here in the middle of the field, right? So what are we going to do? We got a guy playing outside leverage, protecting the corner route, right? So we're going to press him, snap him off, and we're going to hit it for a touchdown right here. Great coordinators attack matchups, and they attack space. He's got both of them right here. See the outside leverage that Nine's playing with up there at the top of the screen? He bumps inside. Let's watch what one does. He's going to press him, get him to flip his hips, okay, and then just run to space. And then just run to space. That's what I'm talking about right here when I talk about half-field reads. Watch this. They are attacking one side of the field. The other side of the field is absolutely dead. Absolutely dead. They are running a clear out and a speed out, okay? They are supposed to be running a clear out and a speed out up here. He gives effort. He does not. He shuts his route down, which tells me they got half-field kills, right? Half-field kills, rather. They got half of their plays, not half of their plays, rather, but half of the play that sometimes they are calling, they got a dead side, a side that's just chilling, okay?
He did more work in his stance than he did
Yeah. Diggo's saying he did more work in his stance than he actually did blocking because he knows he's dead. Again, when you play fast pace like this, when you're playing 75 plays a game where receivers are running and running and running, and you notice a lot of this, they don't change formations, right? They don't change personnels, rather. They don't change personnel packages, so they're stuck on the field. You got to give them breaks built into your play calls. And they do a good job of it, believe it or not. Hey, I don't know. One thing I will tell you about this offense, they run so many plays that it's human nature for them to end up kind of being repetitive, right? Or having tendencies. We talk about tendencies all the time. Alabama's got 6 in the box. But what you're going to see is they notice 20 personnel, okay? 2 backs, no tight ends. Now, I don't know about you, but here on 1st and 10, Bama looks like they know something that we don't know as an audience. Bama looks to me like they know run is coming. They put 7 jokers in the box, okay? And those defensive linemen are getting the heck off the football. And them linebackers are coming downhill really, really fast, okay? And they're in man coverage 1 high. So, when Kirby Smart talks about nuggets, right? You hear him talking about nuggets. We got our own little nuggets over there on patreon.com. Sign up if you don't. Some of the spiciest nugs you'll find, okay? And I ain't talking Wendy's. Okay, patreon.com/Brooks Austin. But when you hear Kirby Smart talk about nuggets, he's talking about data that they've collected and information on the opponent that they've collected. And I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, those are tendencies, right? They go 3-by-1 into the boundary. They're going to do this statistically. That's the kind of information that they're giving them, right? Just a hyper example. They get in 20 personnel, 2 backs, no tight ends. They're going to run the football. Let's key run, right? Let's sell out for the run. Let's go man coverage, single high safety. The more I watched them, the more I found the tendencies. The more I saw things over and over and over again. Here's the problem that they're going to have on Saturday. They get into a 2nd and a daggum zip code. I think it's 2nd and 31 due to some false starts and things like that. They get into a 2nd and 31. Bama sends 3 and gets home. Okay, sends 3 and gets home. And I think I know why. Let's watch 63 again, folks. Let's watch 63 again, folks. Getting thrown around. And then, I don't know what that move is. He almost falls over himself. Check this one out. I don't know, guys. I think 63 and 75 and 76 are going to have a pretty long day. Now, they had the backup right tackle in on this game. Cade Mays was out.
The left tackle hasn't practiced all week.
Left tackle hasn't practiced all week, says so Ditko. Hey, guys. I'll show you multiple times tonight, but if they're doing something funky with the back, they're doing one of 3 things, okay? They're throwing him the ball, they're running quarterback draw, or they're throwing some type of screen, okay? They get into empty, that's what they're doing, just like this right here. They have thrown the running backs the ball 12 times this year, 12 times. James Cook himself has 14 receptions. They don't throw the ball to the back, unless they motion him, okay? I forgot the third thing, actually. They're going to slip screen, okay? They're going to fake, similar to Fox like earlier, right? Fake the screen, run the vertical. We'll talk about it a little bit later. Alrighty, I got to scroll down. Oh, here we go. All right, this is number 3 from Tennessee, guys. He's averaging 26.1 yards per reception this season. My boy is getting after it, okay? He's got 14 catches and 6 touchdowns. He, right now, for Tennessee, is everything Georgia fans hoped Arian Smith would be this year. Just there to tell you that one, okay? This dude's got juice. He can flat out go. And what they're going to do here is they're going to run, I believe, a drag and a post, okay? A drag and a post. And 3, the guy they attacked all night long, gets cooked again here because he's playing inside leverage. His hips are to the boundary. So, number 1 is going to press his outside hip, snap him off. They're going to hit him right as he breaks inward, and he's going to do the rest, okay? See the hips of 3? That's all 1's doing. He's pressing that joker. He's pressing that outside hip, and then as he steps on his toes, that's the terminology we use, steps on his toes, then he breaks it inward on this post. And it is a beautifully thrown ball, in stride, and he out. Okay? But check this out. I told you, they're a half-field read team, right? Watch these guys on the bottom. And there's a purpose and a reason for this. But watch these guys on the bottom. They do not go past. Cedric Tillman walks off the line of scrimmage. They're check down guys. They're scramble guys. If something doesn't go wrong, if our primary read doesn't get open, we're going to get into a scramble drill. He's going to roll right, and you guys make something happen, right? That's the idea of this. And it's a great opportunity for them to take a playoff. But what it also does is, because if you were to run some type of deep over, or if you were to run some type of clear out go route, right, all you're doing is dragging defenders into the play, right? All you're doing is dragging the defenders into the play. And the key to this offense is yards after the catch. And if I drag defenders into where we're trying to run, that's counterproductive to our offensive identity. Also like this about him. This is no different than what Kentucky did. Imagine the Q is under center. What Kentucky did, where they pre-snap motioned, okay, got him out here, ran some routes, and then slipped the tight end or the fullback into the flat while off of hard outside zone stretch motion, right? Stretch action. Watch this. This is an NFL concept ran out of a college spread pistol look. That's all this is, okay? This is no different than what Kentucky did to you. Motion pre-snap, okay? Imagine he's under center. He's going to open up to his left, hit to the launch point right here, and boot. Play action boot, that's all it is. And we're going to slip the tight end into the flat, okay? So they mix in pro-style concepts out of a heavy spread, fast-paced offense, right? And again, this Hooker kid, I'm telling you, he's a pretty good athlete. A little better than most people give him credit for. He actually is second on their team in rushing yards this year. So he can scoop. Here you see the tight. He can scoop, okay? And again, he plays really, really tough. I liked watching this guy on tape. Okay. I got bunched. They run, no, we're on 24. Again, hey, they motion the back. What are they doing, guys? They motion the back to empty. They're running draw, or they're running this halfback screen, right? And here's how I would coach it. Just, not that anyone cares, but you care enough to watch me break this stuff down, so I'll tell you how I defend it, okay? This idea of this screen is to get one-on-one, a hat on a hat, right? And put the running back in the alley on the boundary safety, right? That's the whole idea and whole concept of the play. But there's a built-in aspect where one of these guys stutters their feet and then slips up the field for a big explosive, right? So you have to protect against that. Here's how I would teach it. I would put the safety in what we call eyes right responsibility on the tight end, and I would key the backer. Work him inside out, force everything that way. That's how I would defend it. I don't know how Georgia's going to elect to defend it. I can tell you Alabama kind of told their linebacker, rather, you've got to protect against this yourself, and we'll let the safety run free down the alley. That was Bama's decision. It is what it is. I guess you would probably rather have the safety run in the alley than the linebacker, but Georgia's got pretty good linebackers. They do get really cute every once in a while. I think sometimes they get a little too cute, okay? They're going to get in whatever you call this, okay? They're going to get in whatever you call this, motion out of it, okay? And now they're in double pistol. This is basically the I formation, pistol I formation, essentially. And now they're going to run an option out of it, right? They're going to give the read. They got basically shuttle option too. If they wanted to pitch this ball to this tight end, they could. And they got the deep pitch to the back. And your quarterback is a runner as well. But here's the problem. Sometimes great athletes just beat you. And Malachi Moore is a great athlete. This happens a lot, especially against teams like Georgia. Your concept's great. It's what we talked about against Florida, right? Your concept's great, but sometimes dudes beat your concepts. Sometimes having really great football players on the field defeats your concepts. Go to 28 right here. Oh, another thing that proves, again, this is a first-year offense. Okay, what they're trying to do here, I call this the old Gus Malzahn play. He is notorious for running this one. You're trying to run a behind the line of scrimmage drag with the outside receiver, your fastest guy, okay? And you're trying to get blocks on everybody you can, okay? It forces the safety again to run the alley and make the play by himself in a one-on-one situation against their best receiver with the ball in his hands after the catch. The only problem is, hey, the line of scrimmage, I don't know what the hell the ref's doing. The line of scrimmage is a 20-yard line. He catches this ball damn near the 22, and I got one receiver with hands on, two receivers with hands on. And if he wasn't attacking the backside safety or the front side safety, his hands would probably be on. That is illegal touching. That is pass interference. That is take the offense back, not let this guy catch this ball and run with it. Malachi Moore, again, makes a good play. Oh, they miss it again later. The very next play, right? So we see them illegally or incorrectly run the route, rather. Number 3, you've got to get back inside. You got to get back behind the line of scrimmage. Also, our offensive line is so terrified right now in Tennessee that they are quick setting on a play where we're trying to get behind the line of scrimmage. Guys, we're trying to run at the heels of the defensive line, and you are quick setting and pushing them forward. That's counterproductive to what we're doing. You can't quick set on a play where we're trying to run behind the line of scrimmage. You've got to get off the line of scrimmage. Again, first-year problems in this offense, just not really getting the full identity and concept of what they're trying to do. What did we look at here? Oh, I know what it was. The very next play, they don't get set, right? They have an incorrect issue with the offense. Don't run the proper route correctly, and then the quarterback snaps the ball with all 3 of these guys up at the top looking at the end or the line of scrimmage saying, hey, ref, are we good? And they snap the ball. Failure to get set, penalty right there. Skipped over 30. Whoops. All right, so they've been beat deep a couple of times at this point, right? It has Alabama. Okay, so what do? Something that these two teams, Georgia and Alabama both, don't want to do. They get forced into playing true identity or true actual 2 deep safeties. Most of the time when these two teams, Alabama and Georgia, do this, one of these jokers is rolling. I promise you. You just don't know who it is. One of them's rolling, but now they've been getting torched, right? So what's Alabama got to do? Alabama's got to drop into true 2 deep safety and ultimately go 6 in the box out of odd front defense, right? And I'm pretty sure they're in dime package. That is a DB. That is a DB. Okay? DB, 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 DB. They're in dime package. 6 defensive backs on the field, and it is 3rd and long. Okay? So now they force you into dime, and they just scramble out. Why is this on here? Oh, I know why. This is what you do to them on 3rd down, man. You got to get them into 3rd and short and stuff them and have them unsuccessfully running the football early in the football game, right? Convince them or reiterate to them that they're not going to have rushing success in short yardage situations. So when they get into 3rd and 2, they have to do something they're not comfortable doing, which is roll the quarterback left off of play action, okay, and get scrambled to have to throw the ball out of bounds. They run the ball historically, or this year, 62% of the time, and you got them rolling the quarterback on 3rd and 2. That's a sign that you don't trust your running game. This is what I meant. This is what I was looking at. Look at this. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. Them boys are deep. Let's see, we got a situation. Is this right before the half? Yeah, it's right before the half. So they're in prevent. They just run the ball right there. Let's talk about a little bit more about Cooper Mays. Everybody loves that. Here he is at center. See what happens to my boy. Ooh, ow. Not great. Not great. Just kind of getting walked. Okay, walked with one arm. How about the left guard? Let's see what's happening here. Okay. He helps, gets a little help from the running back. But the problem to me is 63. He's going to be the problem all day. Left tackle getting away with a little bit of a hold, too. Just a slight hold.
He just tackled at the end.
Yeah. I think they hunt this dude all day. I think they do to 63 what teams been doing to 50 in pass pro for Georgia all year. They hunt that joker. They send every stunt, every twist. They put a 0 over him as much as they can. They make life a living hell for 63 on Saturday. A living hell. Again, man, this is the same play right here. I guarantee you Kirby Smart will be talking to the referees about this. The line of scrimmage, again, is the 25-yard line. He catches this ball at the 26, and they got guys heavily engaged with defenders. Kirby Smart is going to be standing right here, and he is going to be screaming in the ear of that referee. And like Auburn, like Malzahn, this is basically their halfback draw. Okay, every fan hates a halfback draw on 3rd and 15. Every fan does because you think it's conservative. You're like, oh, we should have just punted on 3rd down. Okay, everyone hates it, but this is what these teams do. They get a lot of guys in space. It's a pretty safe play, right? We're not going to turn the ball over most likely on this. And we got an opportunity to maybe make something happen at a low-risk opportunity, right? But again, they have got to, and I mean got to, eliminate this or at least force them to run this correctly. You've got to be behind the 25-yard line when you catch that ball. You cannot be past the line of scrimmage. I think we're looking at the receivers on the top of the screen. Yeah, we are. Check it out again. Okay? Check it out again. They will just kill an entire side of the offense. They will put everybody 3 yards outside the hash with the ball on the left hash, and they will just kill an entire portion. They just don't care. They're just going to say, hey, just whatever you do, don't bring your defender towards where we're actually trying to attack, right? Don't bring your defender anywhere towards where we're trying to attack, which is the bottom of the field, okay? And here's the problem with this offense, okay? At least if you're playing a really great defense. What happens when the side of the field that you're attacking doesn't win their one-on-one, which not a lot of teams are doing on a consistent basis against any portion of Georgia's defense? What happens when these two guys, okay, this clear out and speed out concept that you got going, this simple smash route concept that you got going, what happens if these two guys don't win? I'll tell you what happens. These 4 guys eat you alive. They eat you alive, and 5 ends up running for his life throughout the football game. I think that's going to happen a lot on Saturday, where Georgia pre-snap gives them one look, right? Georgia pre-snap gives them one look in terms of coverage. Post-snap, they rotate, they change, they go from zone to man, they go from man to zone, and now all of a sudden Hooker is hesitating because things have changed pre- and post-snap on him. Now he's holding the football, now he's getting sacked. Okay, that's how those things happen quickly and rack up quickly against a defense like Georgia this year. Another look at this counter that I love and am infatuated with, as I struggle to say that word. I'm absolutely infatuated with the way they run counter. It is magical. It creates so many natural creases due to look at what it does to these linebackers, guys. These are 2 of the best backers in the country, okay? They're playing like it too now. These aren't the guys we saw against Florida. The guys we saw against Florida were boo-boo, okay? Awful. These guys have gotten much, much better as the season has progressed. And look what this action does to these guys. They completely cross each other over because they're reading different keys. And what happens? There's a natural crease that opens up in backside B-gap. Beautiful. Beautiful play design right here. I love this. It will be in my playbook. That is 100% fact. Yo-yo tray counter will be in my playbook when I run my own franchise. And I ain't talking Madden. Now, they're trying to work post. We got a post, dig, okay, out and up, okay? These two guys, this is a you care about football route. You run the piss out them routes because we're trying to hit this out and up on one, right? This is a cover 3 beater. That's all that is. Cover 3 and man beater as well, okay? We're trying to use motion and leverage and trying to outrun the corner who actually, this is a great play by 5. I think 5's on a corner blitz right here. Look at him. I think 5's on a corner blitz down in the bottom right here. I think this is JaQuincy McKinstry. This is a great play from a freshman. Watch this. He looks to me like he's keying on corner blitz, and watch how he reacts when he sees the out and up coming into his zone. What a great play by 5, assuming that is indeed what he was doing. Because he saves a touchdown right here, because that's exactly what it is. That's a touchdown. 2 ends up running with 80, okay? 2 ends up running with 80. If this ball's hit here, it looks just like it did against Florida last week when, or 2 weeks ago, when Nolan Smith blitzed and just didn't pick up the tight end coming out of the backfield. Again, Hooker's a good athlete, man. Hooker's a good athlete. You have got to hit this guy if he wants to stand up, though. Okay, if he wants to do this, oh, we got a casualty coming. Check out the right guard. Check out 76. Watch this. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no, sir. We call that being thrown up out the club. Okay? That one's in the office. You got a neck roll on and everything, B. Man, he doing you dirty. Oof. Again, like, Bama's got great football players too, okay? They still do. They still got some guys up front, but I think we all agree that Georgia's defensive line and defensive front is just that much better, right? I think we all can agree upon that. All right, so here's my thing. This play right here. Look at this situation. Look at the situation. It is 3rd and 7, okay? 3rd and 7. At midfield, ball at the 42-yard line. They call quarterback draw on 3rd and 7. Out of empty, right? I told you. They motion to empty. They're doing one of two things. They're running draw. Am I over in this corner? I'm over in this corner. They're doing one of two things. They're running draw, okay? QB draw. They're running halfback screen, okay? Or they're running Fox, right? Fake screen, deep shot, okay? Fake screen, deep shot. Just like that, FSDS. All right, that's the one of 3 things they're doing. So they motion to empty. They run quarterback draw on 3rd and 7. Now, quarterback draw on 3rd and 7 is a we are going for it on 4th down play call. Period, point blank. That's football 101. If you are running the ball in a draw situation down 24-17 in the start of the 4th quarter, okay? If you are down 24-17 at that point, middle of the 4th or 3rd quarter, you are going for that. You are going for that every single time. They punt the football. The next 5 possessions, okay? The next 5 possessions, listen to this, from Alabama. After that point where they decide to punt the football on the road, down 7 points at midfield on 4th and half of a yard. They punted the football. The next 5 possessions, Alabama goes touchdown, 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 knee it out. Victory formation. That's a rookie move, okay? That's a rookie move from a former UCF head coach playing against Alabama for the first time. That's a rookie mistake. Now, I'm telling you, this is the last play we're going to run. Our last play we're going to look at. This dude's scary, man. This Cedric Tillman, I'm telling you guys, he's going to get behind Keely Ringo at one point. He's going to get behind Darian Kendrick at some point on Saturday. You just better hope Hendon Hooker don't hit that joker, because he's been hitting that joker. Just like this. And watch. 28, if you saw at the beginning of the snap, watch 28. He is turning around. Why? Because the pace got him. The pace got him. He is not set. He's not paying attention. That's an NFL corner, guys, and he is getting cooked. Slap barbecue chicken out here in the middle of Tuscaloosa. These boys can go, okay? These boys can go. And they do a really, really good job, okay, as an offensive staff and an offensive team of protecting a really, really porous offensive line. It's not great. Just you can cancel it out, bro. It's not great. Offensive line's low tier in college football, or not in college football, in the SEC, in my opinion. They're not overly athletic. They get beat a lot on pass pro, but they get the ball out so quick. They play so fast. They get the ball out so quick, and they are hoping, okay, they are hoping that with the pace and with the physicality in the run game, still running the ball 62% of the time, okay, they're hoping and betting on the fact that midway through the third quarter, as snaps 55 and 56 and 57, you're starting to wear down, okay? The problem with that philosophy, there's not a deeper defense in the SEC than Georgia, okay? And the other problem with the fact that you're running all this eye candy, eye wash stuff that I call eye candy, okay? All this wide formations, all that good stuff, that works against, undisciplined football teams and unconditioned football teams. I don't think either of those situations apply to the University of Georgia. And finally, okay, all the space, spreading them out just to have more numbers in the run game. Good Lord. Okay, more numbers in the run game. All that good stuff works really, really well when Jordan Davis doesn't account for 2 offensive linemen, when Devontae Wyatt doesn't account for 2 offensive linemen. Okay, when you have to spend so much time, like we showed you on that zero technique, where your center can't get off to the linebacker, your linebackers are going to run free all day. It doesn't matter if you got 6 blockers and 2 ball carriers and they only have 6 defenders. If they're counting for multiple, you're going to be in trouble. All right, for Ditko, who needs to put a smile on his face, okay, and go home and get some sleep. For Brooks Austin, for the film guy, for the patreon.com/Brooks Austin, we will see you next time. Appreciate y'all for being here.